Hi, this is Hitman SOS, and I'm back for part 4 of my entire collection of loose wrestling figures. And I'm going to show you my first I'm going to show you my WWF Hasbro figures. I'm hoping they're all in this drawer, so I'll just take a look. Okay, my Hasbro figures, so here we go. Odin Warrior, I believe this was the second Odin Warrior they done in Hasbro series. This is the first Odin Warrior from Series 1. And this is the third Odin Warrior. Odin Warrior has always been one of my favorites. Typhoon, one half of the natural disasters. We got Axe from Demolition. Smash from Demolition. These are the single versions. They actually done a double pack, I think, with Smash and Crush, and they come with the masks as well, but I don't have those. The British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith. I was really excited when I got this figure. It was actually quite hard to find at the time. Kamada. This is one I bought fairly recently off eBay. You know, I don't really have any of the really rare figures. You know, I basically just got the figures that I've had since I was a child. The Mountie, Bret Hart. Again, I was really happy to get this figure when I was a kid. Honky Tonk Man, pretty awesome looking figure. Series 1 Hulk Hogan, first Hulk Hogan in the Hasbro series. The second Hulk Hogan in the Hasbro series. The third Hulk Hogan in the Hasbro series. And the fourth Hulk Hogan in the Hasbro series. Earthquake, the other half of the natural disasters. $1 Million Man, Ted Dibiase. This is the first Hasbro figure I ever bought. I still like this figure. Macho King Randy Savage. Pretty cool looking figure. Nasty Boy Jerry Sags. Nasty Boy Brian Knobbs. Hawk from the Legion of Doom. Very excited to get these when I was a kid. I always loved the Legion of Doom. Animal from the Legion of Doom. The Undertaker. Again, this was one that I was really excited to get as a child. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Skinner. Yokozuna. Brutus the Barber Beefcake, the first version that they done. Jake the Snake Roberts. This is still one of my favorite Hasbros. Scott Steiner. Rick Steiner. IRS, Irwin R. Shyster. Marty Jannetty from the Rockers. Shawn Michaels from the Rockers. Greg the Hammer Valentine. Coco Beware. I always loved this figure when I was a kid. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. This is the second version of Hacksaw that they done in the Hasbro series. Pretty cool figure. Kerry Von Erich, Texas Tornado. Superbly Jimmy Snuka. I bought this figure loose off eBay a couple of years ago, I guess. One that I never had as a kid, and he's actually got two right arms. So that's kind of strange. Rowdy Roddy Piper. Ric Flair, one of the Bushwhackers, either Luke or Butch, I can never remember which one's which. The other Bushwhacker, Butch or Luke, whichever one he is. Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. The green suit, $1 Million Man. I've lost his belt. Bam Bam Bigelow. Macho Man Randy Savage. The second Bruce the Barber Beefcake that they done. The Big Boss Man. This is the first Big Boss Man that they done. Okay, this is the second Big Boss Man that they done. His arm's broken off. This is quite a common problem, I think, with this figure, because I've actually seen quite a few with his arm broken off. Sergeant Slaughter. Ravishing McRude. And Hacksaw Jim Duggan, the first Hacksaw that they done, with his 2x4. Okay, next I'm going to show you my WCW Galoob figures, and it's going to be a pain in the ass because they're in the drawer underneath my bed, and I have to pull the bed out to get the drawer out, and the wheel on my fucking bed keeps falling off, so that's a pain in the ass. But for you guys, I hope you appreciate. I'm going to pull my bed out just to make this video. Okay, I just found my WCW figures, and I just found some other figures that I completely forgot about, so I'll show you those in a little while. And although I was born and raised in England, I never actually got any of the awesome UK exclusive WCW figures. They done some really, really nice figures that are really expensive and hard to get hold of now. So I'm a bit pissed off about that, but here's Arn Anderson. Ric Flair, he came in a double pack with Arn Anderson. These figures, you could buy them singular, or they could come in double packs, and they were the same figures whether you bought them in a double pack or single. They were the same, you know what I mean, and they were quite cheap. They used to be $1.99 on their own, £1.99 here in England, or $2.99 for double packs, so it was always worth getting the double packs. Barry Windham. Jax did actually do a Classic Superstars Barry Windham, but I never got it. I always wanted to get it, but just never got around to it. Scott Steiner. There's a pretty awesome UK exclusive version of the Steiner brothers. Rick Steiner. Z-Man Tom Zenk. Now here's a guy I haven't seen or heard anything of in a long, long time. He came in a double pack with Flying Brian Pillman, one of my favorite WCW guys from when I was a kid. Ron Simmons, Butch Reed. I guess Ron Simmons and Butch Reed were a tag team. I don't remember seeing them. And here we have Sting and Lex Luger. These were the first wrestling figures I ever bought, and I didn't know anything about wrestling at the time, but like I said, these figures were $1.99 on their own or $2.99 in the double pack. And I went in town with my pocket money one day, and they had these guys. They were priced up wrong. They had the single figures for $1.99, and they also priced up the double packs at $1.99. So as a kid with a limited amount of pocket money, I took advantage and bought these figures for $1.99 for both of them. So yeah, the very first wrestling figures I had. And the reason I got these ones was because I just thought Sting looked like the best guy. You know, he looked pretty cool. And although those were the first wrestling figures I ever bought, this was the very first wrestling figure I ever had. My mom bought it for me back in the mid-'80s. I didn't know a damn thing about wrestling, didn't know who Hulk Hogan was. He came in a double pack with with Nikolai Volkov. These are thumb wrestlers. I think they're from LJN. You put your thumb inside and you wrestle with your friends or whatever. I lost Nikolai Volkov a long time ago, but I still have Hulk Hogan. I'm quite pleased because I actually didn't care about this figure when I was a kid, but I'm quite pleased I still have it now. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, and we have a Deluxe Jeff Hardy. This is from the TNA series, from Jakks. I got Scott Steiner and Kevin Nash, also from the TNA Jakks series, Deluxe figures. I only bought this pack because I thought Scott Steiner looked pretty good, and it was a cheap pack as well. He does come with sunglasses. He's got sunglasses in there somewhere. They're falling off. Rey Mysterio. This is the Tribute to the Troops, which was an exclusive figure from Jakks. He came with an American flag as well, which is somewhere else at the moment. And a couple of Mattel figures. We got Hornswoggle. I've never actually seen Hornswoggle. Don't know anything about him. But because he's a midget, I just like to buy the figures because it's different. He's a little midget. Makes the figure pretty cool. And here we have Natalya. Again, I don't know a damn thing about Natalya, but I do know that this is Jim Neidhart's daughter, and that's why I bought it. She's even wearing the pink and black, just like Bret Hart and Jim Neidhart and the Hart Foundation. So yeah, I thought it was quite a nice looking figure. Okay, so this is the remainder of my Jakks Classic Superstars figures, and I think this is the last of my loose wrestling figures. I think so, I hope so. So we got Ric Flair Series 2 Classic Superstars. We got Dusty Rhodes. He's even got the kind of scar there on his stomach that he has in real life. Birthmark, whatever it's supposed to be. Quite a nice figure. Vader. This is the single series version of Vader. Pretty awesome figure. The Mattel version of Vader didn't come with the helmet, so that's the main reason why I didn't buy the Mattel version. I think Jakks version looks better. Okay, Handsome Jimmy Valiant. Don't know a damn thing about this figure, but they had a sale in a local store, and I bought this figure for, I don't know, it probably cost me about $2.50. So I thought it was a pretty cool looking figure for the price, although I don't know anything about it. $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. This is the single version from Series 3 Classic Superstars. He doesn't come with a tag team belt, but I've had him displayed with IRS in the past, so that's why he's got the tag team belt. He's got the $1 Million belt as well. Okay, this is a Jakks exclusive version, or a limited edition version of Kane from his unmasking. He's got the mask there, which fits on his head nicely. He's got the towel. Comes with an urn. Quite a nice figure. Okay, Mr. T. I've had people leave comments in the past on my videos about this figure, and this is actually Mr. T as goddamn, I can't remember his name in Rocky, but this is from the Jakks Rocky series of figures that they've done. But obviously, because they're made from Jakks, they're exactly the same style as the wrestling figures. So I've always had him displayed with my wrestling figure collection. He's wearing Sergeant Slaughter's jacket. He actually comes with like a brown jacket, which I think I put on a Rock figure, which may be in this bin actually. So yeah, that's quite a nice figure. Nasty Boy Jerry Sags. Papa Shango. His hat's in there as well. I have recently got the Mattel version of Papa Shango. Abdullah the Butcher. This guy was in WCW when I first started watching WCW. I remember him having a feud with Cactus Jack. Okay, Mick Foley as Cactus Jack. Pretty awesome figure. He's got his bang bang fingers as well, which You know, makes it cool for displaying. They done a 1 of 3000 version of Cactus Jack, but I didn't get it because it was actually quite similar to this. Okay, beautiful Bobby Eaton from the Midnight Express, I think. Yeah, Midnight Express. He was a singles wrestler in WCW when I first started watching WCW. This is Stan Lane from Midnight Express, Bobby Eaton's tag team partner. Bobby Heenan, Bobby the Brain Heenan. This is the single version of him from the single series. This is Ming, I think his name is. He was known as Haku in WWF, Ming in WCW. I do have Haku as well. Nasty Boy Brian Knobbs. Another Nasty Boy, Jerry Sags. Another Nasty Boy, Brian Knobbs. Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. Mattel did do a Paul Orndorff as well, but I didn't get it because I don't really care about him too much. Okay, Brother Love. Quite a nice figure. Irritating character. Okay, this was always a very rare, expensive figure to get hold of. This is Dude Love. This was a limited edition figure in Series 2. There's actually 2 variants, and I can't remember. I think it's the wristbands. And I'm not sure, but this might even be the rarer variant. I didn't actually know there was a variant when I got this figure. I still got one of these mint on card as well, and I haven't checked to see what variant it is. But I think that this is like the colorful wristband version, and I think there might be a version where he's got solid colors. 1 of 3000 Dusty Rhodes. This is how I remember Dusty Rhodes, with his polka dots. Okay, Sparky Plug Bob Holly, better known as Hardcore Holly, I think, but this is him as Sparky Plug Bob Holly. He's even got the hardcore belt, which didn't exist at the time when he was known as Sparky Plug, but yeah. Okay, a boring version of Bret Hart. This is like an early WWF Bret Hart, plain black with a blue stripe, plain black sunglasses. Okay, another version of Cactus Jack. This was from a triple pack. I actually sold the other 2 figures in the triple pack because I had better versions of Terry Funk and Sabu who came in the same pack. Okay, Kamala. I've always liked this figure. I've actually had people leave comments in the past asking if this was a custom figure, but it's not. It's from the single series. Comes with his mask as well. The Ultimate Warrior, Series 7, Classic Superstars, awesome figure. Blue Winged Eagle belt. Series 12, Ultimate Warrior. I've still got this figure. I got all my Ultimate Warriors actually still mint on card, except for the Mattel ones, I think. You know, I have 2 of every Ultimate Warrior, 1 mint on card, 1 loose. I have the variant as well with his back facing in the pack. Okay, another Pool Bearer. Another Vader. This is from a double pack. Came with Kane in the Classic Superstar series. Series 1, Classic Superstars, Ultimate Warrior. Cowboy Bob Orton. I think this came in a free pack with Paul Orndorff and Roddy Piper. I bought this figure loose though. Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels 2-pack Shawn Michaels from the Screwjob. Pretty cool figure. This is the single series Shawn Michaels with virtually the same attire. It is actually slightly different. The design of the entrance gear is slightly different, although the same version. You can see this is a clean shaven version as well. His head looks better on this version. George the Animal Steel with real hair. They done, I think, 3 variants. They done like a really hairy version, a not so hairy version, and I think they done a painted hair version as well. He's got a a turnbuckle accessory there as well. Okay, Giant Gonzalez, this is the single series version. They done him in a double pack, but he didn't have no detail on his legs. Exactly the same figure. There was actually a very rare 1 of 100 variant as well, I think, where he's got like real fur on his arms and on his trunks, I think. Okay, Powers of Pain Warlord. LJN style Shawn Michaels. Tito Santana. The Shockmaster. I can't fucking believe they actually done a figure of the Shockmaster. This is one of my favorite figures. The thing that's most shocking is that they didn't do Tugboat. The guy who plays Shockmaster, it's the same guy who plays Typhoon and Tugboat. So if you don't know who the Shockmaster is, you should do a search on YouTube, because there's a real funny video of where he falls over on his debut. So I'd check that out if I was you. So I actually saw the video before I knew that the figure was coming out, so I was really excited when I found out that they were doing a figure of the Shockmaster. Okay, The Rock from Jack's Classic Superstars. This is the jacket that came with the Mr. T figure that I showed you earlier. This figure does actually come with a shirt, but I've removed the shirt and put the jacket on because I thought it suited The Rock. And the sunglasses didn't come with him. That actually come with a McFarlane Movie Maniacs figure. Okay, Shawn Michaels. This is the Screwjob Shawn Michaels, but I've taken his entrance gear off. Okay, Vince McMahon in his wrestling gear. This figure's pretty awesome. It was quite rare and quite expensive, but I was lucky enough to find one on some obscure website for the recommended price. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Series 1, Classic Superstars. Quite a nice figure. This is how he looked like when I first started watching wrestling. I remember he come along early 90s. The Dynamite Kid. Some people say the Dynamite Kid is one of the greatest of all time, ahead of his time. Limited edition Ric Flair. I got 2 of these. I did show you this figure in a previous part, in part 1 or part 2. Okay, a different version of Stephanie McMahon. Nikita Koloff. Pretty awesome figure. Doesn't actually look much like him, I don't think, but I was pleased to get this one. They did do a double pack with Ivan Koloff and Nikita Koloff, but I didn't get that. It's a very rare 2-pack. Hillbilly Jim. Mattel done a Hillbilly Jim, which I didn't get. He's got his hat in there as well. Sabu, pretty cool figure. Got his, I don't know, tea cloth thing, whatever it is, steel chair. Superfly Jimmy Snuka. One of the all-time greats. The Rock. This is, I think, from the Rock family triple pack. Comes with Rocky Johnson, his dad, and Chief Maivia, his granddad. Okay, Attitude Era Rock. Pretty cool figure with the long sideburns. Akeem. Not as good as the Mattel Akeem, I don't think. The Mattel one comes with the t-shirt. Coco Beware from the triple pack comes with British Bulldog and Jake the Snake. Jim Ross from the Classic Superstars series. Powers of Pain, Barbarian. Warlord's tag team partner. King Kong Bundy. Mattel has done a King Kong Bundy, which I didn't bother with. Rob Van Dam from Classic Superstars came in a double pack with Taz. Jerry the King Lawler, 2-pack came with Andy Kaufman and Jake the Snake. This came with the Snake Pit ring. It's actually still sealed in the bag, inside this bag. So that's my complete collection of wrestling figures. I hope you enjoyed watching this series of videos. Thank you for watching.